this young lady came through with the shoebox of receipts. Shorty broke her silence, saying that T.I. is a bit of a villain, but he was also aided by none other than his lady. Now, Shorty has an Instagram called, the Glam University. And what has happened is on this website, she compiled the stories of the abuse on her Instagram story from 15 different women on some Bill Cosby type-ish.
Oh, my God.
Talking about they're coming forward with alleged trafficking of women and minors and all kinds of insanity. All right? And she posted this all on her Instagram account. And the DMs and the stories from these women. Not to diminish what these women are actually saying, but, everybody's innocent until proven guilty. So at this point, it's one person's word against another person. All right? And so far, we're just getting the first side of it. And on this particular side, we have one of the young ladies that said, blank with them too, and they were going to cancel my plane ticket if I didn't do Molly, and Tiny was the one that always called me, so she's the ringleader. She's the worst abuser than Tip. I also woke up one morning next to their friends they travel with. I don't have a memory of it, but I was naked on my back, and when I put my head up, I was between his friends and his friend's wife, so they passed me off to them at some point in the night. And she puts a crying emoji. Oh, and I've seen Tiny do coke and take Molly. She's the worst one out of the two, if you ask me. I hope they get in a little trouble. Now, the person that was on the receiving end of this DM, senor, that's crazy. You said that because that's the basis of the documentary. There's so many men that are abusers and manipulators, but none ever have a female co-conspirator. Somebody else came through and said, oh, okay, but yeah, I was around them for about 2 years. I seen it all. Wow. Are you traumatized by it? I knew this was going to eventually happen, and I'm honestly glad you're doing it. I'm assuming that's the referring to the documentary. I've witnessed so much crazy-ish things that have scarred me. I have neurological issues from the heavy Molly use while around them. Will you interview for the documentary? It's all with no faces. What you're doing will save someone's life. Yes, I will, anonymously, but I can't ever have them find out it was me. So these cats are running around here talking about who the ringleader is and all kinds of strange stuff that's going on. Okay? It appears that another person came through and said, yes, it is true. Years ago, Tiny and T.I. kicked in my next door neighbor's door and beat and kidnapped her husband. We found her kids in the closet. The police was called. We gave a statement that stated his name and a guy that was from the apartment's name quit. It was like 3 o'clock in the evening. 3 o'clock in the evening, sis, but we'll keep it going. So we can see him clear as day. These people still suffer to this day. You can post my DM. I am not afraid. It's the truth. I don't know what he gave them. They left for a few months and came back and moved again. She returned at least 3 times before she never did. Okay? Now, these are all part of the receipts. I'm still scrolling. Another person says, T.I. was enjoying me too much. When I defended myself against her, T.I. jumped in and punched me in my face and choked me out. When I threatened to tell because I was young, stupid, I told too much of my business, it was used against me. I was told, if you tell B, we know people, you and whoever in your family will be deported because I had no papers. At the time, immigrant. After that, I returned to my cousin's house, packed my ish, left Atlanta, never spoke to my cousin again because I was afraid to tell anyone, came back to New York, changed my life, and just pretended it never happened. Who gonna believe me that I had a threesome with Tiny and T.I.? Tiny was too high, got jealous and attacked me, and when I defended myself, T.I. jumped in, helped her attack me. When I was threatened to the point I was in fear, I left Atlanta, never looked back. P.S. My cousin still lives near them.
Whoa.
Somebody else came through. I'm shocked I'm still reading this, y'all. Sabrina, please be careful. You aren't lying about that man or T.I. or Tiny. I know because my friend used to strip and fly here from time to time. Tiny and, I get this thing mixed up. T.I. and Tiny were her Here go the reading deficiencies. Here they come. Please be careful. You aren't lying about that man, a Tiny. I know because my friend used to strip and fly here from time to time. T.I. and Tiny, you see, I still struggling, right, were her regulars. One day I went to their house and he wouldn't let me in unless I took an X pill. So he gave my friend and I a pill and soda. We spit it back in the sodas and pretended to take them. We all had sex. But Tiny invited Blank the rapper over and a couple of other celebrities. Who was that? I don't know. But anyway, let me keep going. He paid us $3,000.
Chance the Rapper.
I never went back. He becomes a different person.
Chance the Rapper.
And Tiny is the leader. It's weird. Exposing the devil is gonna be dangerous.
No,
here's the thing about it. Like that whole thing. It's not the Blank the rapper.
Somebody.
We don't know who that is.
Somebody
right?
the rapper. It ain't
sure
Chance.
Mad the rapper, right?
See.
But when this person said Tiny is the leader, and then they ended it with it's weird. It's
the only person I know with their name in with the rapper is Chance
like,
the
yo,
Rapper.
man, people don't really talk like that if they're making something up. But I'm not gonna sit here and say the whole joint is real because I'm only hearing one side, and it ain't right to just rock with the one side if that's all you ever heard.